Hello, welcome to Trinity Teachings, Lesson 7. This one's on Sabbats and Esbats. I'm not sure exactly if that's how you pronounce it or not. I've always had difficulty with that word. Okay, first off, these words are not necessarily synonyms for each other. I mean, a lot of people use them as that synonyms for each other, meaning the same thing, in a way, but not exactly. First off, I'll explain. Sabbats are the 8 Wiccan holidays, the Wheel of the Year, if you've ever heard of it, that's what it is. 8 festivals, the 8 fall holidays throughout the year, representing the gods and birth and rebirthing cycle with the goddess and all that. They'll get into that in just a moment. Esbats are basically the celebrations of the new and full moons each month. Each one's got its own meaning and name. The only ones not often bad are full moon in February is a storm moon, and the full moon in October is the harvest moon because that's when my birthday is. Otherwise, I really don't know. Honestly, I've never actually celebrated some of these on my own. I've never celebrated any Esbats on my own because, well, I really didn't know too much about them until I actually had to study into them. Sabbats, on the other hand, being solitary, I really never knew much to it. Couldn't think of a way to celebrate them, and I celebrated some before, so yeah. So first off, my definitions on these holidays, I'll explain that in this one. Okay, back to Sabbats. Okay, as I was saying, the 8 holidays, it's representing the god's birth and rebirthing cycle with the goddess throughout the year as he becomes the master, father, sage. That's it. Triple god. I learned that from a Wiccan Bible, is the name of the book. It's also where I got the dates for these holidays because depending on the hemisphere you're in, the dates change. Most people are like, why is this? Well, just like Christmas, for example. Christmas is always on the same day. Well, these aren't because they're pinpointed to certain times, like when the day and night are equal, or days longer, or nights longer, you know what I'm saying? And those are only happen exact days, not different, you know what I'm saying? So that's why, depending on the hemisphere you're in, these dates change. Well, since I'm in the northern hemisphere, these dates are going to only apply to those probably in North America. The dates will change depending on the place you're on. Finding exact dates is difficult. I mean, only a few of them actually have an exact date. Some of them are kind of have a 2 or 3 day window. I got all these dates from the Wiccan Bible, I might add, because is the name of the book. Because, well, finding dates is difficult. Also, each holiday has its own way of celebrating and all these different things. Well, honestly, you can celebrate however you really want, number one, but they all got their own meaning and names and all that. Well, first off, they all have some of them have different names depending on which book you're reading or how you pronounce it, stuff like that. I didn't know too much about some of these holidays, so I kind of had to scramble through some of my books to find out some more information about some of these. So the following information I got was from a Wiccan Bible, the Grimoire for the Apprentice Wizard, the Elements Encyclopedia of Witchcraft by Judica Isles. I know that one. She's also wrote the Encyclopedia of 5,000 Spells. Grimoire for the Solitary Witch, and this book right here, Everyday Witch Book of Rituals by Deborah Blake. So I actually had a kind of scramble to find all the information. So also WiccaWiki, Wikipedia for Wicca, online information. So if some of these things don't make sense, it's because the information is from many different places, and I just tried to grasp the best concept of the meaning of the holiday, the origins, and the best things I could. So if it seems odd, that's probably why. So just try and bear with me. Also, I'm going to say stuff about like springs in trimester or winter's born and stuff like that. That's also from the Wiccan Bible. It partly has to talk about the rebirthing cycle, but a Wiccan Bible has a very interesting take on Wicca, so if you read it, you're going to get an interesting take on it from many other sources I've seen, so just to let you know. But for the most part, this is the best I can compile on all the holidays. And let's see. Also, the Esbats. I don't know too much about those, honestly. I really do not. So, when it comes to those, which is spelled Esbat, you'll see that in the title and all that, those you will have to probably look into more on your own, because I don't know too much about them. I've never really met anyone who knew anything beyond 2 points. I mean, I knew someone who had a professional teacher, but I never really talked too much about this. And I knew another coven, but they learned on their own, so they didn't know too much. So it's one of those things that it's just difficult. That's all I can really say. But as for the Sabbats, well, first off, the order I'm placing these videos in, see, you'll probably normally see them in a different order. The holidays are, the usual order that they'll put in is starting with Yule and ending with Samhain. The reason for this is because Yule's technically, I think, is in a way the starting of the cycle, you know what I'm saying? Well, the reason for me putting them in the order I did is because, well, for beginners, it's not easy for me to grasp this, so I start them, by the way, they start earliest in the year, which is February 2nd, and then the latest one in the year, which is Yule, which is December 21 or 22nd. So that's the reason they're going to be in the order they are in. Normally you'll probably see them starting with Yule, ending with Samhain, but that is because the birthing cycle on that is just, yeah. So anyway, I'll explain more into that into the other videos. So thank you for watching my Trinity Teachings, Lesson 7 on Sabbats, and I hope you enjoy the rest of my videos. Thank you very much.